Okay, moving on. This is Giorgini. Dr. Giorgini. Okay, the invisible. Okay, all right. You got 4 minutes to present.
Okay.
And then 2 minutes for questions.
But I read it something.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. We are talking about this drive dimension, this drive reaction. Unfortunately, we are quite often informed.
Can you hear? Speak louder. Speak louder. Yes.
Unfortunately, we are quite often informed about criminal events by the media, events which appear incomprehensible due to their degree of aggressiveness and violence. We are talking about criminal events such as murder, which provoke consternation due to their level of commitment, the absence of any comprehensible reason, or the violence of the gesture. Just an example, in Italy, I come from Italy, we have in 2006 in the north a couple that planned and carried out the murder of a family living close to them, just because they found them too loose. The wife confessed later that after killing the mother, the grandmother, a couple of friends that were present and their dog, they decided to also kill the baby, 1.5 years old, just despite it not being able to identify them, and which in their opinion was not guilty. That is, not responsible for the noise, just because he was crying and annoyed us. Now, how can we explain such behavior? To understand violent behavior like this, we must consider the thoughts which motivate it, in particular the non-conscious thoughts. Massimo Fagioli described in his book That Instinct and Knowledge for the first time, and then another 24 books and hundreds in writing, a non-conscious dynamic called Annulment Pulsion. We are talking about a new idea of pulsion that must be distinguished from the concept of instinct, which determines stereotypied and unchangeable behavior. Pulsion first appears at birth as a reaction of cerebral matter when it is hit by light for the first time. In the case of mental illness, the annulment pulsion became pathological. It is an unconscious dynamic that makes other human beings disappear in their mind. Their qualities and the relationship with them are made non-existent, as if they had never existed before. This disappearance should not be understood as forgetting conscious information, but as a loss of emotional relationship with the object and a resulting loss of affectivity. Due to this non-conscious mechanism, the person knows at the cognitive level that the other is a human being, but not an object, but does not feel the difference anymore, having lost any affective relationship with them. Annulment pulsion causes the loss of a natural capability of human beings to feel others. We can call this in Italian anaffettività, that is, lack of affectivity, and it reduces the relationship with another human being to the same level as the relation with another living object. Now we can understand how that woman could kill the baby just because it was crying. As a result of the annulment pulsion, the baby is no longer considered as a human, similar to themselves, and becomes indistinguishable from an object. The crying baby is annoying as an alarm clock, ringing in the morning. And what we do with an alarm clock? Switch it off. That's what the woman did with the baby, killing it. So early understanding of violent murder are not determined by any animal instinct, but by annulment pulsion that produces a pathological process which destroys the natural healthy relationship between human beings.
Thank you, very good. We got 2 minutes for questions, guys. Questions? Yes, go ahead.
Between the social and personality disorder?
Yes, or sociopathy.
I believe that if somebody kills another person just because he annoying me. I am not a social disorder, but I'm maybe schizophrenic. Because there is no any reason. There is no something that is understandable in this process of thinking. It's something that
No gain,
no gain.
Well,
Exactly, okay.
let me go with what you're saying, because one of the characteristics of the antisocial personality disorder is this callousness, and if you don't see others, they don't seem to you like people, and you can just kill them and spare them. My question would be more: would that be a mechanism that would also happen to sociopaths? Would they experience that as well?
Yes, I'm talking about a type dynamic that is possible in some different...
In more than one disorder?
Yes, not only in schizophrenia disorder, but and sure that is present also in something you are talking about.
I don't know, personality disorder.
Yes, also in personality disorder. But I believe that one of the big point to difference them is this little word that's called Italian anaffettività. I can't translate in English because...
No, it's nice. It sounds
yes,
great.
Okay. It's a completely absence of affectivity. That is completely possibility to relationship in a human way with others.
Okay, well, ran out of time. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, moving forward. We got, is that, okay, would you...